3 years of photography lessons in 3 minutes. Today I'm going to share with you guys the main things I've learned from taking thousands and thousands of images, from street photos to landscape photos to traveling across the world to engagement to weddings to just my photographic studies in general. Now this may or may not apply to you and what you're doing right now, but these are just the things I've learned. 1. Don't try to label or find a label for your photography. It's important when you're trying and starting out to practice different styles of photography, but I've noticed kind of later on when I try to label my own photography, like, okay, I'm gonna go out and take some street photos today, or I'm gonna go out and take some landscape photos today. I already have a picture or an image in my mind of what that photo should look like based on what I've seen on the internet or from what other people are doing, that when I go out and take photos, I'm trying to recreate that. And in my opinion, that is kind of a limiter that we place on ourselves by using that type of label. What I should have done was I should have just gone outside and took photos as I saw fit based on the environment, the lighting conditions, and the scenery around me, and just try and make good photos with what I had instead of trying to recreate what other people were doing or what I thought I should have been making. Does that make sense? So don't try to label yourself into a certain style or genre because that might actually limit you. Just go take good photos. 2. It's not that serious. And this is kind of a personal thing that I have to continue to remind myself, because when I get invested or caught up in something, or if it's something I really enjoy or I'm trying to be good or better at, I tend to get really, really serious about it. And that's a good thing when it comes to trying to get better in something or try to create the best work that I can. But I have to constantly remind myself that at the end of the day, it's really just taking photos and it's not that deep. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of a personal reminder to myself. It's not that serious. Just have fun with it. The final point I want to make is to not sweat the small stuff, especially if you're starting out in photography or you're a beginner. You're tempted to look online or on YouTube for all these types of videos and all these other things, and people are going to be telling you this lens is better than this lens. You want to edit like this. You want to make your stuff look like this. And while that's great and all that stuff for really understanding, you can overload your brain with too many concepts, too many ideas, too many things that really don't matter. And this kind of aligns with the other points I made, but it's really just about, like, yes, understanding, yes, learn, but at the end of the day, don't overthink those things, and they really don't matter as much as you think they do. What matters is just you going out and taking a bunch of photos until you figure out what's good and what's not good. Because at the end of the day, you can take a good photo of almost anything, and you can take a good photo with almost anything nowadays. So don't sweat the small stuff, just go out and take good photos. And that's pretty much it. We'll try and get more in depth on other concepts and other things like that in some longer format videos, but this was just a fun idea of a video I wanted to try out, see how much I could squeeze into just 3 minutes. Hopefully you guys found this helpful, and I will see you guys later. Peace.